Hi everyone. This is the debate, the death penalty debate, and I do not personally agree with the death penalty procedure, though I do think that some prisoners do deserve the death penalty. In the 19th century, hanging, the gas chamber, and the firing squad were some of the forms that were used on prisoners sentenced to the death penalty. According to our article this week, as of May 31st, 2019, there are 29 U.S. states that currently use capital punishment. And those states primarily use lethal injection for their death penalty cases. The injection administered is a sequence of 3 types of drugs, making the prisoner numb, paralyzed, and eventually it leads to cardiac arrest. The last several years, individuals have made valid statements that the injection is both painful and cruel to inmates. The dosage that the medical professionals are using is not certain, and then there's proof that the dosage is not uniform and equal throughout our states. Basically, the current situation is chaos, which Deborah Dino mentions, which she is a law professional at Fordham University, and she has done research and has written about capital punishment extensively. The more information that the states reveal, the more we realize that they don't know what they're talking about and what they're doing in order to administer this injection into the prisoners, which Dino also says in her article. The doses are usually determined by the inmate's size, age, and physical state. And the American Civil Liberty Union believes that the death penalty inherently violates the constitutional ban against cruel and unusual punishment and the guarantees of due process of law and of equal protection under the law. In 1977, a medical examiner, which under the name of J. Catman, introduced and administered the first lethal injection in Oklahoma. And although prisoners were happy to have another option other than getting fried in a chair or, put in a gas chamber and all the other types, they had many concerns as some of them were innocent and they were sentenced at fault. And then not too long after that, the lethal injection was accepted by almost all the states. The injection was considered to be cheaper, more civilized for the witnesses to watch. And if we think about it, the injection is not cheaper because the inmates may take 10, 15, 20, 30 years before they're even killed or executed. And just think about how much money is spent on them during those years as far as the prison and the food and all the other things that go into that. And the ACLU article actually mentions that the FBI has found the states with the death penalty to have higher murder rates. However, there have also been instances where the injections failed, and the prisoner is left to suffocate in front of the witnesses or buried alive in some instances, which you can only imagine how hard that can be as a witness watching that. Yeah, and even though death row inmates have committed horrific crime, they are still human, and I feel as they should be treated as one to a certain extent. Every human thinks about the day that they're going to die and hope that it's not painful, and I'm sure that those prisoners are hoping for the same. So yeah, thank you so much.